So, Budi, welcome to the hot seat. It's been a long time coming. I'm very excited to have you there.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
But I've got some bad news to start, however, Budi, because you might not know, but the price of this ride is an interview with me. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Good.
So, question number one. So, everyone's talking about transformation, the transformation of the industry. Okay. Now, if I looked into the Budi crystal ball and I looked 5 years down the line, what would I see? How is the industry transforming in the next 5 years?
Yeah, I think Isabel, it's been a long time that everyone talking about the disruption for all the OTT. I think it's still happen, and I think there are two factors we are talking about. How the industry will be transformed. The first factor is the disruption on the disruptive technology that are coming in. We see like now today the cloud already being integrated with the network that allows on the cloud company also to over the surface, like on the connectivity. It become a substitute for the connectivity, right? It's taking part from the for the traditional telco as well. Talking about the second is just like the high capacity broadband and low latency. We are talking about the Starlink from the SpaceX that also become the kind of disruption potentially for the telco. And then the digitalization, AI, automation, softwareization is happening now, and it drives the change on the how the operating model from all the telco. They cannot do like the traditional way of doing this. I think this is the factor from the disruptive technology. The second thing is the digital players now moving into the telco space, right? And then telco also moving into the digital space. They may meet in the middle, but I think at one point the competition is not only between the telco, but the telco with all the digital player, the tech company that also moving to this space, right? So of course there will be competition, but it's just like a telco, the wholesale business, right? We are competing each other in one side, but on the other side also we do the collaboration. There is also potential collaboration later on with the OTT or tech company. And then with all these trends, I think there is no option for the telco so to move, to do all the kind of the automation, the softwareization, not only to provide the more efficient way in delivering the service, but also to make them stay in the market, right? But also to create a better experience, because at the end this really what is important to the customers. So it's quite interesting to see in the next 5 years how the innovation from the telco in response to all this trend. Yeah.
Okay, so actually you've ended your answer with my next question, the customer.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone says the customer is as the center of their strategy.
Yes.
And all of us as people, the society is transforming constantly. We're transforming ourselves, and the customers are transforming. So our customers transforming from your point of view. What do you see?
I think it comes to one trend that everyone are looking for, to provide kind of the flexibility in terms of the scaling the business, and then they need of course a better experience on the network. Talking about how to get the lowest latency in terms of the providing all this service. The trend is toward that direction, and I think this is what I see in general. So I think either on the personal enterprise or the hyperscalers, they tend to have the same requirement. This is something that needs to be responded by the telco, right? How then the automation, softwareization, and then network as a service will play the role to respond on this requirement, the changing requirement from the customers.
Okay, so again, you're making my interview very easy because you keep bringing my next question at the end of the answer. Actually, you brought it. What are you doing at Telin, to support that transformation of the industry, of the customers? How are you transforming?
Yeah, Thanks, Isabel. 1.5 years when I was appointed as a CEO of Telin, I have this is also my big concern. How to make sure that Telin will, get a sustainable growth in the next 5 years. Then we started the transformation program, and then we come up with our new vision, our new North Star, where we will position ourselves as infrastructure and platform partner of choice, especially for the hyperscalers enterprise to grow their business in Asia Pacific. So we already set our North Star, right? Then we do the transformation toward this North Star. So I think there are 3 key elements that we want to focus on. The first one is in terms of the infrastructure. Again, all the customers require a high capacity, diversity, and everything. We put a more investment on the infrastructure, especially on the subsea cable. This is again to provide the diversity, high capacity, and everything. The second thing is on the digitalization in terms of the operation and everything. This is to support our play in terms of the platform. The third thing is on the organization. There are 2 elements here. One is on the operating model. Because of the changing, we do the automation and everything. I think it's critical to have the digital culture or mindset in the organization, right? So how we create the agile working system in the organization, I think is really important. The second part of that is about the people, the talent, right? How we develop the talent to respond with all this changing. So we put quite seriously. I think you have the program as well, right? How to attract the talent and then how to develop that. Similar with us in our organization, we put a lot of investment in terms of the people. We do the mentorship program for the young talent. Fortunately for talent, we have around 66% of our employee are millennials below 40.
Wow, that's rare. Yeah.
And I think around 27% actually below 30. So it's a big challenge. Our mission is how to prepare them to become the next leader in the telco industry.
Thank you for this great interview.
Thank
and
you.
Maybe next time we can do it in Bali?
Sure. Just mark your calendar. We'll do a
Yes.
batik September 2023.
Okay, wait. Already. I'm reserving it in my agenda.
Second week.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.